Some of the most interesting and fascinating people that I ever know live in neighborhoods like Inglewood. I always like to say that heroes need a battle to fight. In this neighborhood, there's absolute heroes. But I want to lock arms with people that are doing the real stuff. All right, there you go.
All right, you want to take care of it?
See you, Glenn.
Yeah.
I've always loved coffee. I love what it does. For some reason in America, coffee is a beverage that we choose to gather over. Like we choose to gather over a beer, we choose to gather over coffee. Nobody goes, hey, let's go get our orange juice together. Coffee in this culture is something that we commune over. We need this buffer activity. We can't just go, I want to go sit in a random room and I want to talk to you. That sounds weird. But if I say I want to go have a coffee with you, then people completely understand. We wanted to create a place that everybody could gather together. And coffee's a great thing like that. Our major encompassing goal is we want Inglewood to be able to come and empower itself here. Inglewood is over 96% African American here. We are super segregated then, so we're pretty monolithic when it comes to race in the neighborhood.
This neighborhood gets a bad rep to the point where if you get to seeing a Caucasian person walk past, you thinking, okay, they're gonna go get drugs. That's how you think about this neighborhood. They're gonna go get drugs.
It's not racially diverse at all, but if you look at the economic and the educational backgrounds of people, it is more diverse, I think, probably than almost any neighborhood in Chicago.
We get a bad rep because people think, oh, somebody's getting killed in Inglewood all the time. Somebody's getting shot at in Inglewood all the time, but nobody's showing. They have a parade, they're doing things for back to school. Some people are giving back. When you're driving past, you see this big open space, and for our neighborhood to have the name that it has, you thinking, oh man, that's a target for somebody to just chuck a piece of glass, and then I come in the next morning and I have no job because someone decided they wanted to take things out. When I first started working here and go, okay, so we're closing now, where's the gates?
If you walk into a place and they treat you as if they're guarding themselves from you at every turn, you have to absorb that. We want to create a place that treats people with respect and welcomes people in and doesn't create a defensive posture automatically.
It's great. It's a good idea. Risky idea. What a good one. It lets people know that we trust them.
How are you this morning?
I'm okay.
I love Phil's idea of having something in the community that you could come, sit, gather, and not have an issue. Like nobody would expect to see this here. And for us to be here for almost 4 years, that means something in this community. It means something to have something in the neighborhood that you would typically see up north.
I worked at a few coffee shops and I got to see the interactions and the kind of social hub or that third place in the neighborhood that was really important. If we priced it just as a normal middle-class coffee shop, then what we would get is just middle-class people. And that's not what we want. That would destroy our whole mission immediately. So we have to work a lot harder to break even than a lot of other places. And that's probably partially where the nonprofit comes in. We're not here to make money, but we want to be a self-sustaining place, but price is a really important part.
We have had people that come from up north and they stop in here and they say, hey, I'm glad this place is here. I'm glad I like this. This is nice. This is something I typically would see up north. I'm glad to see this out south. I'm glad to see it sticking out.
Nice. There you go. Well,